Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 16. So, what we're going to do today? That's a good question. I'm not quite sure on the answer to that, to be perfectly honest. Let's have a look. Oh, we managed to get, yeah, brewing and stuff like that underway. So, we kind of need to make ourselves a brewery, because that would be interesting. And it would be great for selling things, so we'll make a brewery right here. It's a big brewery, but you never know. We might end up using it for other things, so I'm going to go door to door like this, just because hops might end up going in here, or they might end up going in here. Either way, they're probably just going to come straight from the farm anyway, so just trying to be as efficient as possible by making pathways on either side. It looks as though we don't have any wood though. Oh no, we have 49. So, orders. Let's chop some wood. Let's chop it around our outer base. Let's leave the ones that are inside our base for, you know, for the times when we really don't want to be leaving our base to go do anything, then we can chop the wood that's in here. We can also set up a growing zone for trees as well. I think I'll set one up over here. So we go like that, and these are poplar trees, I believe. Oh, they're oak and poplar. I don't know which one grows faster. I'm going with poplar. I don't think it really matters either way, but if we get a little tree farm going there, it means that there's always going to be a forest in our base that we can access. Just notice we're still in a heat wave, so let's have a look. Yeah, temperatures are perfectly serviceable in here. It's a little bit warm inside that room there, and that room as well. I'm not sure how much I'm bothered about any of these rooms being warm. This one, I'm kind of bothered about, because there's a fair bit of stuff to do in here, so I might actually stick a cooler in here. Plus, I think that the heat from here is going to seep into our fridge as well and make it a lot harder for us to get a freezing temperature going in our fridge. So, let's just make sure that that's not the case. Our brewery is almost finished. Wonderful. So, what we need for a brewery is essentially a brewery to start off with. Yes, bad temperature. Oh yeah, we need to figure out the temperature as well, which does mean that we need a cooler in here. And we'll also need a heater as well, so that we can maintain an exact temperature. Can't remember what the temperature will be, but I think it'll tell us when we've built the brewery. Andrew's wandering around in a sad wander. Okay. Because she's very hot. Well, boo-hoo, Angie. Boo-hoo. Right, let's chop those trees, cut those plants. The rest will sort itself. In fact, you guys still haven't done even nearly half of that wood chopping, so I'm not going to order any more, because that's just unnecessary at this point. NG, you could go to bed though. I mean, you know, that's the thing that you could do. I'm going to order this guy to be hunted here before he enters our base. Not that he'd really hurt us in the slightest. He's not one of the man-hunting kind of animals, but if he goes to our farm, then he'll just start eating our crops, which is very annoying. I'm gonna get that bush. That bush under there needs getting. It's very annoying and glitchy. How is our food? It's doing alright. If we ever need to extend our fridge, we'll extend it outwards like so. Oh, Alistair. How's your training going? You've learned to rescue. Well, I might as well teach you to haul. We've got plenty of food to do it. Heat wave's over. Wonderful. And in which case, we can turn these off. They are unnecessary. So is this one, but we'll wait until it's done first. Are we missing components? No. And are we missing steel? We might be. It looks like we are. Let me just... Oh, no, not that one. Nope, not that one. That one. Yep, we're missing steel. Okay. So, ooh, alpha beavers. Oh, crap. Well, now I've got to find them. They'll be on the outer rim. Somewhere. There you are. Set all of them to be hunted. And one of our guys will go out and do that in their own time. We do have hunting priority 1 for NG. Yes, we do. Are you still in Sad Wander? You are sleeping. So as good as a Sad Wander, I suppose. I was going to order more hunting, but that's a bad thing. Let's get some more steel. There's some there, but I'd rather get some that's outside of the base. Actually, we have a big pile there. Multi-analyzer's finished. Okay, I can't remember what we'd planned after that. I think probably gun turrets, though, is the best thing. Cargo pods full of probably silver. Oh, thought it sounded like silver. Turned out to not be the case. Let's haul those slag chunks back. Because we do have an electric smelter. Should smelt metal from slag. Do forever. Should actually put that bill on there. Smelt weapon and destroy weapon. What's the difference? Except for smelting, you'd probably get something from it. So I don't understand why you'd destroy anything, but what do I know? Although it probably just only destroys wooden stuff that you can't use the smelter for. I'm guessing. Add bill. Cremate corpse. Do forever. And we'll leave the burning of apparel for now. There will become a time when our stockpile gets full of like shoddy clothes like it currently is, but since we've got characters who are essentially naked, who apparently don't want to wear that shirt, then I don't really want to be burning clothes that they might actually decide to wear sometime down the line. Until we've got tailoring and stuff like that going. Right, what's the ideal temperature? It'll show me on the fermenting barrels. So let's make fermenting barrel, something like that. Probably fill that back line actually. Not sure how many of these we're going to need. We're certainly not going to need any until these hops are grown, I can tell you that for certain. But if I add bill, make wart, do forever. So for as long as we've got any kind of hops ready to go, they'll get fermenting. Just need a bit of steel to go with it though, so someone's going to have to haul this eventually. Oh, there's some components there. Didn't notice them. Also, these ones haven't been finished. Sweet. And there's our steel. That's the closest thing that's outside of our base. Plus this bit here. Always need more steel. Hauling seems to be struggling just a little bit, so I'm just going to push 1 or 2 people up to priority 2 on hauling, so it gets done. And you know what as well? Somebody who's not really doing much of a job, you. I guess I'm going to put you to 2 on cleaning. So you do it first before any kind of plant cutting shenanigans. Psychic drone. Oh dear. Every colonist of the male gender winces in pain. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. Alright, what level of medium drone? Okay. So it's minus 15 debuff for everybody's mood. Wonderful. Always a good sign. That's just marble. There's a weird line on it that made me think there was something special. Apparently not. Right, ideal temperature. 7 degrees to 32. So, yeah, we've essentially got it. I'm going to turn them off, these 2 here. They're unnecessary at the moment. But for times when the temperature gets too high, then we will sort it out. And it's raining. Oh no. Could really do with some more people. Having some more members of this colony is never a bad thing. How's our cook? Are you getting up there? You've gained a point, I think, since we last looked at you. Still not an ideal temperature to start doing any kind of fine meals or anything like that. There's a possibility that you can make them, but you're probably going to make them really bad. Ooh. A man-hunting pack of wild boars have entered the area. 2 of them to be... Oh, no. No. Oh, that's 6 boars. Never mind. And they're after Engie, who's... hunting alpha beaver. Yeah, you're not anymore. Everybody back. To the wall. Alright. Let's see. You there. You there. You there. Now let's bring... What direction are they coming in? From the right. I think Alistair's gonna die. Uh-oh. They're getting around. Not much we can do, we only have 2 melee units. But Alistair's kicking in. Nice. Alright, looks like we got this covered. Beautiful. We took a few hits here and there. You took a couple of scratches, so you can have medicine. You took a scratch. You can have medicine because... bleeding, no immediate danger. Oh, they've added some extra details on there. You're fine. There's just some scratches here and there. You know what, actually, for scratches, just have herbal medicine. So I think, yeah, we've still got normal medicine left, but I'd rather leave it for an occasion that demands it, rather than one that could use it. Right, there's one that's still left alive here. So, doctor-wise, Levin is our main doctor here. But I'm going to get Lawrence to do it. Mostly because you're the only one who's uninjured. So you might as well. Unless Levin's doing it. Levin's helping. Okay. I should probably make a hospital room. Somewhere like in this area, perhaps. So that the transport of our herbal medicine isn't going to take as long. Speaking of, this should probably be in the fridge, because it does spoil if it's unrefrigerated. Something to consider. Though it looks like our fridge is full. Not only is it full, it's overflowing, which means the door can't close. So don't... there you go. That's all you needed. Wonderful. Now it can go back to... oh, it's at 1 degree Celsius, 0. It's getting there. There you go, now it's freezing. Wonderful. Right. 51% on the hops, which means I'm going to make another growing zone that's going to take hop plants. That way, when this one finishes, this one's halfway, and then we can have a little bit of a relay between the 2 fields, like crop rotation. We'll speed up time since everybody's slowly dying of scratches. And in fact, Levin hasn't been treated. Lawrence, it's great and all that you're doing that, but can you heal Levin? That'd be great. I'd appreciate that. What happened to Alistair? Not enough to mark any kind of scarring or anything like that. Good. Good, good. I feel like maybe at this point we should probably up the amount of meals that we have to make. Just because our fridge is getting quite full. And in fact, really, we should probably just extend the size of our fridge. Oh, Alpha Beaver Revenge. Uh-oh. Run, Engie! Run! Are the other Alpha Beavers fine with this? Seems like it. Nice. GG. If you'd have just shot it when I told you to, it was fine. So you should have just done it yourself. Kiko having a little bit of a stargaze by the corpses. Nice. Someone should really haul them. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so what I might do is actually create our hospital in this wall here. So, if that's the entrance, for example, we'll go... That look reasonable for a hospital? The beds are only this big, so... Bulk goods trader. Ooh, caravans approaching. They're a bulk goods trader. They'll hang around the colony for a while. Oh my god. Have they got saddles? Please tell me that. Wooden billiards table. They look like saddles. Oh my god, that's so cool. They've changed the sprites. Yeah, we'll mine this out. This can be our hospital. It's directly accessible from our kill box. Also, you can mine out that bit there as well. Ooh, an escape pod. Sammy! Oh my god, you are very good. Alright. Levin. Capture. Ah, there's no marked bed. Hang on. For prisoners. Levin. Capture. Turn on that light as well. Should probably just put them in this unknown bed over here, but... And in fact, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Oops, no, don't copy. For prisoners. And... Where's set owner? That one's not for prisoners anymore. Levin. Capture Sammy. So this way, if we ever get a heat wave again, we can actually ventilate through his room. Which is what we really want. Our best speaker looks to be Lawrence. Yeah. We don't really have a good person for any kind of dealings of this sort. So, let's have a look. Let's sell some meals. Your negotiator bonus. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Now you get even more details on trading. Oh, they've made some good changes here. I like this. Alright. We'll sell some leathers and things like that. I'm just wondering what else is on here. I'm pretty much not going to be buying a billiards table. Although it does require cloth and we don't have any. Like, I'm pretty sure it actually requires actual cloth. It's not on our list of priorities at the moment, I don't think. Let's sell our awful... What's the D stand for? 49% D. Is it, like, deteriorated or something like that? So if they wear it, they'll get a debuff. I'm guessing that's what it means. Let's see. Could do with some wood, but we're in a biome that's full of it, so I'm not going to be doing that. Sell some limestone, because we're slate, because we're mainly using limestone. Plasteel, no use for it right now. Steel, perhaps, though. I'm going to sell you my Luciferium, because I don't want it in my base. Same for the Yayo. And let's have a look at our leathers. So, what leathers do we have very little of that are going for quite the same price? They're all going for the same price. So, let's just sell the ones that are below 40 to 50 kind of range. So I'm pretty sure we can do nothing with anything less than that. And there's some up here as well. Deer hide and alpaca hide. Okay. That's used for making medicine, I think. Synthetic precursor chemical, useless on its own. Many drugs require it as an ingredient. Yeah, but it's $13 a piece, and we haven't currently got a use for it, so I'm less inclined to take it. Let's sell some of our more various, like, weirdly stacked meat, because our fridge is full, so we don't want them full of things that we don't have much of. Just to make sure that we've got plenty of space. And let's sell some bird meat as well. They can still afford to give us this, which is pretty nice. So, what have they got to buy that we'd care about buying? Let's see. That pool table, perhaps? Trader type. Nah. Let's see. Let's buy some steel, I guess. Let's get 200. Seems reasonable. Still getting 714 silver for trading down the line, which is good. And I know some people are actually missing shirts, so... But they're 418, so never mind. I think that's about it, really. You want some gold? Nah. We'll leave it at that. That sounds about right. So we got a decent trade there, actually. Fair bit of steel. Got rid of a lot of our crap. As you can see, we've got loads more space in our fridge. And our stockpile's looking very empty, which is nice-ish. So, cooler's broken down. It's already been fixed. Wonderful. Might as well turn this one off, actually. Anyone gonna move these wild boars into the fridge? That'd be lovely if you could do that. Now let's have a look at Sammy. Some gunshots and stuff like that. It's a stab scar that's got kind of a pain threshold on it. And a bad back as well. Well, chat and recruit. 36% is pretty good. We're going to be at that in no time. Who's been using the medicine? I thought I said it as herbal only. And it's all disappeared. I'm confused. I feel like I've done something that I've not noticed myself doing. Did I sell it to you guys? I might have done that. That would be gay. I'd be very, very upset if that were the case. But we've got silver to get it back later on. And how's our heal route? Halfway there. And this one's about halfway there as well. Wunderbar. Hospital's underway. Ooh, compacted plasteel. It's in the way. We might as well mine it. Just showing them up. Don't have a great deal of use for plasteel at the moment, except for just general using it in smithing for weapons and stuff like that, but don't really want to be doing that. Probably going to make later down the line when we can research. There's some rare thrumbos. Hello. You just stay out of my base and we'll have no problems. When we get to research and we end up making powered armor and things like that. I think it's more to do with helmets. I can't remember what it's under though, to be honest. Yeah, you can make helmets and stuff like that eventually. If not already. Might be in smithing perhaps. But make plasteel helmets and stuff like that and we'll end up having some sweet, sweet armor. Alright, let's go. Furniture, wooden door, wooden door. Haul that out. And that's gonna be our room. Let's make some sterile tiles. If you're ever gonna make sterile tiles, it's in the hospital room. It's gonna take a bit of silver, but I think it'll be worth it. Apparently it'll take some time to fit as well. Oh yeah. And then hospital beds. Let's Let's have a look. I know we haven't finished them. It's 2,000 on the research. So we're just going to put some normal beds in here for now. Some singles. Which should do just fine for the time being. With the sterile tiles in here, it's going to make sure that we have a nice... Ooh, need warm clothes. At least one of your colonists will lack warm clothes when the cold season comes. Oh dear. That's a problem. I don't know if we've got complex clothing at the moment. Yeah, we start off with it actually, so that's not too bad. So what I can do is go production and electric tailoring bench, wooden, and stick it in here. This is kind of our production room slash dining area, so we'll stick an electric tailoring bench in there and we'll get some parkas made out of whatever we have to make it from. Yay! Lawrence successfully recruited Sammy on an 80% chance. Good work, Sammy. That's going to no longer be a prisoner bed, and Sammy, you can sleep in that one instead. There you go. So, turn that light off. Turn it into a prisoner bed, because you might as well. And let's just copy, paste you. You're a pretty good doctor. In fact, I'm just going to put you on 3 like so. You're now our #1 warden, which means these guys can go down to 3s. You're also our #1 hunter, but you lack a decent weapon. I guess I'm just going to give you a pistol for now. And do you just fine. Construction 2, I guess. 4 on mining. And let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright guys, I think that's actually where we're going to end the episode off for today. So if you have enjoyed the content, then be sure to leave a like. It helps me out a great deal. Lets me know you're enjoying the series. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more Rimworld content. And if you have subscribed, then be sure to hit that little bell button right next to the subscription button. Lets you know when I upload videos. And informs you, because YouTube that is kind of trying to force that upon us now. So if you could do that, be a great favour, and I'm sure we'd all appreciate it. And as always, if you're not sure about subscribing, then stay for the end card, see the rest of the content we've got to offer, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.